With A.J. Brown sidelined and the Eagles missing their top receiver, the team is facing a tough stretch. But what exactly is going on with Brown's hamstring injury, and when can fans expect him back on the field? Stick around as we break down the latest updates, insights from medical experts, and how this injury could impact the Eagles' season moving forward. A.J. Brown missed the Eagles' last 2 games and is expected to sit out at least one more before their Week 4 bye, which is this Sunday against Tampa Bay. Before the Week 2 home loss to the Atlanta Falcons, the star wide receiver was listed on the injury report due to a hamstring issue and was soon ruled out for the game. During ESPN's Monday Night Football, Brown told sideline reporter Lisa Salters that he anticipated missing a few more weeks due to the injury. Just got a little tight in practice yesterday, head coach Nick Sirianni said after Brown appeared on the injury report, noting that the team was trying to exercise caution. We'll see how that goes. The team is being extra cautious, remaining patient, and attempting to manage without their top receiving option for now, especially with Devonta Smith also likely out this week due to a concussion. Hamstring injuries are common among NFL receivers, but they can be difficult to fully recover from and often linger. Dr. Dinesh Dhanaraj, an orthopedic surgeon at St. Mary Medical Center in Longhorn, provided his expertise to shed light on what Brown might be facing and offer a potential timeline for his return. The hamstring is a large muscle group running along the back of the thigh, crucial for an athlete's ability to change direction in sports. It plays a key role in explosiveness, sprinting, changes in direction, and acceleration. Explained Dr. Dhanaraj, this makes it especially problematic for wide receivers, who have one of the highest rates of hamstring injuries in the NFL. Their sport relies on running routes, accelerating and turning, which puts them at higher risk. Dr. Dhanaraj also pointed out that the hamstring is almost always in use, even for basic activities like walking, making it difficult to fully rest. Hamstring injuries can vary in severity. Brown's injury has been described as tightness, but Dr. Dhanaraj noted that tightness is a vague term. He explained, "We refer to these injuries as hamstring strains or pulls, and they typically fall into 3 categories. Grade 1 is a stretch of the muscle fibers. Grade 2 is a partial tear, and grade 3 is a full rupture." The location of the hamstring injury is also crucial for determining recovery time. If the injury is in the muscle itself, like the back of the thigh, that's one scenario, explained Dr. Dhanaraj. But if it's at the tendon junction, near where the tendon connects to the pelvis, that's a completely different situation. Muscle injuries tend to heal more quickly, typically requiring 3 to 6 weeks of rest, whereas a tendon injury might require surgery. However, Dr. Dhanaraj noted it's clear that Brown's injury isn't tendon-related, as the Eagles would have opted for surgery rather than just resting him. The current approach is for Brown to rest, receive treatment, and be monitored by the NFL training staff who have access to all the necessary resources. As he recovers, they will gradually test his hamstring. They'll basically test his ability, and they'll let pain be his guide in terms of how quickly they accelerate his rehab, Dr. Dhanaraj said. They're not going to tell him, hey, start off in a full sprint right after that. It's going to be gradual. If he's walking without pain, that's good. If he can start jogging without pain, that's good. Can he give a 3/4 speed sprint without pain? It's just a matter of testing as you go on. Although injuries and recovery time are never ideal, the early season schedule seems to work in favor of both Brown and the Eagles. Brown has already missed 2 games against the Falcons and Saints, and he's likely to miss a 3rd this week against Tampa Bay. However, an early bye week will give him additional rest, bringing his time off to 4 weeks, which fits within the 3 to 6 week recovery window for a muscle injury, just in time for the Eagles' home game against the Cleveland Browns on October 13th. By that time, Brown could be back on the field at the NovaCare complex, testing his recovery in preparation for a return. However, the Eagles' injury reports in the following weeks will provide the best indication of his status. It all depends on the severity of the injury, Dr. Dhanaraj explained.